We all have a lot of distractions in our lives, don't we? Things that really divert your attention from what's going on in the here and the now. I know that this is the holiday season. Happy holidays, you guys. I'm hoping you're having a good one. Everyone's out there doing the old hustle and bustle. You're going to be out in some stores, out in some supermarkets, getting ready for some Christmas dinner, trying to get some presents under the tree. Maybe even go out and see some Christmas lights. I used to love that as a kid. Going out and just driving around different parts of the town and seeing all the neighborhoods that really invest in Christmas and put some lights out there and just try to make it a jovial time. It's a beautiful time of the year, but it's also a time to be cautious. Be aware of your surroundings. No matter where you are, you better be on the lookout, because just like there are good people trying to have joy and happiness in their lives, there's also some despicable bastards that are out there. Yes, they are out there as potential predators, and they are looking for prey. Is that you? Are you a easy mark? Well, come on, cousins, and let's pod about it.
In a world fraught with confusion, one man will break his silence.
Oh, what a beautiful day it is. Man, have you guys ever heard of the saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer? Yes, that is very, very true. And right here on Word to the Wise with the exclamation point, I want to tell you guys there is a season. It is a season. And what is the reason for the season? It is for everybody to try to love somebody just a little bit more, right? And I got to give it up to the people I feel loved me the most. Yes, give it up for Pops and Fat Mama. Once again, right here on Word to the Wise, as we drop like this on every single Wednesday, I want to welcome you guys to the funkiest show this side of the Pecos, baby. Oh, yeah. That is a Word to the Wise podcast, episode 30. Look at me. Episode 30 in season 1. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank everyone who has supported me, all the family and friends, and also those of you who just stumbled across and found old cousin Terry. You found me over here doing my thug thizzle, doing my thing, trying to uplift a nation of people. Oh man, I'm getting choked up a little bit because I didn't know how many people were listening to this podcast over in Australia, over in Germany, in the UK. I got some followers over there who are loyal, and I really love it and I appreciate it. Most of them are listening with audio only, so they don't get all the bells and whistles, they don't get all the firecrackers and pyrotechnics that I got going on, but they do get the word. I got a word for you guys today, and that is keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel, because this is the time that I feel like 2025 is rolling around real quickly here. And we're going to be under a new auspice, under a new regime. And I believe that the world is watching America. I truly do. Right now, the government has postponed approving the budget for the government, which means that they will have some people, TSA workers, anybody who works for the government, anybody who's in the military, they will not get paid. Not until after Donald Trump takes office. Maybe then they'll approve a budget. I don't know. But this is a week before Christmas. Isn't that kind of dirty, man? To not want to pass a budget so that people who are doing their jobs can get paid. Now, we're going to have some people traveling. Yes, a lot of people are traveling for Christmas, flying all over the place, even in the new year that is coming up. What will you do without the protection of TSA? You better keep your head on a swivel. You better be aware of your surroundings and know what's going on in those airports, as well as any government building. What about the post office? Will they shut down too? Anybody remember when post office workers went bananas? Yes, they even came up with a terminology for it, called it going postal on somebody. Yeah, the mail carriers, they were pushed up against a wall, and boy, we saw their true character because they were disrespected. And they got tired of it. See, when people get tired of it, change will occur. So if you have the post office workers and you have other branches of government and city and everything else that will not be getting paid, people are going to be on edge just a little bit more. So when you're out there standing in line, trying to make your purchase and saying, you know what, I just want to buy a trinket, a little gift for, put it up under the tree, however you may do it, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, you're out there doing your thing. You may be standing next to somebody who is a powder keg, ready for you to light the fuse. I've seen how customer service workers have been berated. Oh man, we do them even dirtier than the post office. I've seen people go bananas, man. Just go straight bonkers out there over something as menial and as trivial as a chicken sandwich. Yeah, saw a woman tear the whole place up over her chicken sandwich. Yeah, saw one woman who talked about she couldn't get her breakfast at McDonald's because they had stopped selling breakfast. Go to Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box sell everything all night long. Got munchie boxes and everything else. No, she wanted her McDonald's breakfast. And boy, she let that person have it. She didn't know that woman had what she was going through on the other side of the counter. Yeah, and that woman on the other side of the counter jumped over. And whoo-hoo! Yeah, many videos out there of just this foolishness. I want to say this to all the people, but I especially want to address the women because I have 3 daughters and I'm married to a beautiful woman myself. Shout out to my boo. I don't want you guys to be thinking that chivalry is dead. Men, good men, still have your back. Men, watch out for your fellow woman. Even if she's not your woman, she's not your family, she could be somebody else's daughter. Have your eyes open. Let them know. Don't park way over there in the dark. Get into a well-lit parking lot. And don't walk with your head down, staring at that phone. Man, I'm going to tell you, these phones here, listen, I got 2 of them. Got 2 phones. And yeah, I'm more of a Galaxy Android guy, but I also got an iPhone. They are a distraction. Why? Your vision is pointing down at that screen. Stuff is going on around you. It be the people that are closest to you that are watching your every move. Yeah. Yes, it could be someone that you've never paid them any attention. And they just didn't happen to be out there in the parking lot of that grocery store, that convenience store, that super big box market. No, they followed you. And are you aware? See, I want everybody to have a good and happy Merry Christmas, but I know times are changing. Yes, times are changing. And we are getting to the point where you need some self-defense. I am a strong believer in self-defense. I got to do more for my own kids. I know I do. We all do. And if you are a single mom, then you should go ahead and take the necessary steps to protect your home. Because even though this is Yuletide, this is the time of merriment and cheer, fire in the fireplace like we got going on back here. Got some fire in the fireplace over here at the Cousin Cigar Bar. Yeah, it's the time of just chilling, right? Having some good times. Everybody isn't on the same page as you, because there are some despicable people that are out there. And I want you to know right here, right now, that old Cousin Terry, I've got some tips for you guys. Number one, if you are trying to sell something or buy something that is a physical exchange, do it in a well-lit public place. Don't meet no man in the parking lot at the gas station at midnight. Don't you do that. No, you meet me at noon at Starbucks. Meet me at a place where it's other people around and I can get away. Let them leave first. Go. You go. Don't follow me out of here. You go first. Or even better, just buy it and have it delivered to your door. Yes, I know that people want to say, man, I can get a better deal. I can buy it cheap. And yeah, you may have saved yourself $20 and lost your soul in the process. Step number 2, have some communication with your family. Let people know where you are. Even if you're an adult, especially adult children. Leave some messages and let them know, here is where I am. And if you have that really cool app where the family has a family plan and family can see where the family members are, that is a beautiful thing this time of the year, which is going to require you to have your phone charged. Don't leave the house with your phone on red, so nobody can find you. Now you can't call, you can't get any contact, can't even holler for help. You need the family, you need the police to be able to come, and you got no bars. Because you sat there with your phone in your hand all night long. Plug it up. Don't leave the house with your phone dead. It's just bad. It's bad because somebody's going to be worried about you. Okay? Number 3, and this is real simple, common sense. Take somebody with you. Yes, travel in pairs. People are going to be going across the country. If you can, have a travel buddy, somebody that you can hold each other accountable. And if you are that wanderer who loves just wandering off the beaten path, I have done that. When I go out on vacation, I just don't like to hit the touristy spots. I want to see how the locals really live. There's a danger in that as well. You can't live your life afraid, but at least you can have someone who has your best interest in mind. You know what I mean, cousins? Travel in pairs. I don't care where you're going. Can you take somebody with you? Do you have someone else? And if you have small children, all right, and they're getting to that age, they know how to take their own seatbelt off. Good. Because when your head is down inside the car working with the kids, who's watching you? Who has your back? If it is no one, I'm telling you, you better keep your head on a swivel. Please do. Word to the Wise is not just a podcast talking about leadership development or talking about the things to help you get a job and keep a job and get promoted on said job and build up your resume skills and how to climb that corporate ladder. But it's also about lifestyle. It's about safety. It's about peace. It's about peace of mind. And sometime during this year, you're going to have to apologize to somebody. Or, here's the hard part, cousins. You're going to have to accept someone's apology. Can you do that? Can you apologize to one person? Or accept that apology they've been trying to give to you? I know what they did. Yes, I know it's probably unforgivable. But just because you can forgive don't mean you have to forget. No, you can forgive and just keep moving forward. You can forgive and have some forgiveness. Or, here's the hard part, cousins. You're going to have to accept someone's apology. Can you do that? Can you apologize to one person or accept that apology they've been trying to give to you? I know what they did. Yes, I know it's probably unforgivable. But just because you can forgive don't mean you have to forget. No, you can forgive and just keep moving forward. You can forgive and have some forgiveness here inside your heart and know exactly what they did. But you know what? You don't got to throw it in their face every single time. If the person said that, hey, I'm sorry, and you say, I forgive you, okay, throw it in the sea of forgetfulness. But at the same time, hey, you can remember. What's the old saying go? Fool me once, shame on who? You. Fool me twice, it's my fault. Got to give people the opportunity because, man, there is strength in numbers. And this upcoming year is going to require us to be able to understand what is really going on in America on the world stage. See, they had us all duped. They fooled us. Made us think it was about racism. It was about homophobia, transphobia. Yeah, it was about dividing people, about the border on this side of the border or the other side of the border. But nobody's talking about Canada's border, but Canada's talking about cutting the power off to America. Yes, they made all these buckets so we can put ourselves in all these individual little buckets so we can start thinking and living inside of a silo. At the same time, it was always about the money. It's about the rich and the poor. It's about the haves and the have-nots. And the haves want the have-nots to continue to have nothing. And in doing so, they have a plan enacted to make the rich get richer. Okay? So the price of everything is about to skyrocket. What about your wages? Does the major corporations that you work for, major corporations, do they have a plan to give you a COLA? What is a COLA? Drop it in the chat box if you know what a COLA is, because we are going to see an increase in virtually every single thing. You know, I went to the convenience store, got a bottle of water, $1.50. That's it. $1.50 for a bottle of water. Ain't no big problem, okay? But then I started doing the math and got some gas. I'm like, man, gas like $3.40. If I was to multiply this little 8 ounce that I got and make it 1 gallon and bought a gallon of these 8 ounce little bottles, I'd be paying like $14.50. For a gallon of water is more than gasoline. Once you do the math, if water is more than gasoline, what do you think is the big next thing? Because I don't know if you guys remember, water used to be free. Yes, the water wasn't so polluted. You know, I grew up drinking out the water hose, drinking out the faucet in the sink. Made the Kool-Aid with the sink water, right? And put about this much sugar at the bottom of it. That's why I'm on metformin and glipizide now. And stir that bad boy up, and we were just drinking faucet water with some sugar and flavor in there. And they figured out a way to charge us for water. What's next? I had to go and put some air in my tire. At the same gas station. They want 50 cents. 25, they want you to pay for air. Air used to be free. Yes, water was in abundance. You can drink it right out the river. Now they put so much stuff inside of water, they got to put some more stuff to purify it. And now you're drinking both of them. Man, what if they can charge you for air? I'm not talking about air inside your tire. I'm talking about oxygen. What if they could charge you? They would. And they got Elon Musk over there. who was always thinking about how to step on the little guy a little bit. Notice one of the first things he did as the shadow president, I don't know what you're going to call him, he over there done put up all that campaign money, and now he's calling a lot of shots. But if he, as a Tesla owner of the company, why was he so involved in getting rid of all the environmental regulations? If you grew up like I did, anybody remember the 70s? Back when LA was so full of smog, you could barely even see the buildings. It was so much smog and pollution in the world that we had to take a look at trying to clean up our air. That's why you got to pay that smog test. That's why you got to take that state emission test, no matter where you are. Yeah, it's your car. You paid the car note. You got to pay the repair prices. You got to buy that high gas. You got to buy the tires, and price of tires done went skyrocket overnight. You got to pay all that, but then you got to pay them to be able to have a car that you can pay for. It's called the tags or the registration, whatever you want to call it. All that had a lot to do with smog and air regulations. We're about to do away with that. So if smog is coming back, water is getting polluted. Got to pay for water and have it purified. Now the air is going to get bad. How are we going to get good air? I don't know if you've ever seen Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall. Giving people some air. It was science fiction. Sometimes life is stranger than fiction. Yeah, they were charging people for air on Mars in the movie. Yeah, it was on Mars, but it wasn't like it was on Earth. But who are we to put it past the billionaires? Yes, those are the 5 families out there. Yes, 5 families that control the money. They are the 1%. And they can care less about the rest. You better keep your head on a swivel. And not just in your physical environment. Be aware of what is going on in the world, in your world around you, which means also your neighborhood. Do you have Neighborhood Watch app? Are you watching what's going on down the street? I mean, yeah, we can get really, really invested, and our heart can go out, and we can have our opinions about what's going on in Afghanistan and what Russia is doing and everywhere else. Do you know what's going on 2 streets away in your neighborhood? You better get that app and join in on the conversation to try to help make your world a better world, because Christmas time is the right time. And I'm personally, I love Christmas. Thanksgiving is probably my favorite holiday, even with all the historical messiness. I know I did a podcast about it. Check it out if you want to. But I like it because I'm not a good gift giver. I don't never know what people want. Especially the people in my family. They don't want long. By the time they finish wanting it, they got it. It's already doorbell ring and it's already at the door. What do you get people who can go and get the stuff that they want when they want it? All right, everything's going to dry up pretty soon. The prices are going skyrocket. Just signed up for medical insurance, dental, optical, life insurance. And renewed everything for the year. Ay. Man, for a family of 5, bruh, it's a hefty price tag. I was depressed. I signed up for everything. I'm like, And my wife is like, yeah, having health coverage with our health concerns is a beautiful thing. That is a blessing to be able to have coverage. It's people who don't. I agree with it. Didn't help my feelings whatsoever, because I know Christmas is right around the corner, just a week away. And we're going to make sure that everybody in this household knows what the true reason for the season. And it ain't about pine trees inside your house. It's not about wrapping paper in bows. No, it's not. Peace on earth. goodwill towards men. That's what I'm talking about, cousins. Can we have some peace on earth? Because 2025 is going to bring us the unknown. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is the good old days. Change is coming. Change is on the horizon. Prepare yourself to be able to protect yourself and your family. Yes, everybody has a saying out there on social media. F-A-F-O. Fuck around and find out. That's what 2025 is bringing, right? 2024 is almost under the belt, and what a great year it was for you, boy, man. I'm gonna tell you, I on my job, I kicked ass. Yes, I did. And they put me in a different space, in a different arena. Things are changing coming up next year on my job, but I'm gonna be able to reach more people. Started up this podcast. I said I would, and here I am. Episode 30, baby. Episode 30. I'm proud of me. Sometimes you gotta be happy with yourself. Yes, it's Bishop Sykes. Merce used to say it's a sad dog that won't wag his own tail. I see you out there. I want to just thank you guys for dropping by once again. I really love the fact that when we come together on these podcasts, I can just speak my mind, but I want to reach more people, so I want you guys to share this. And if you see me come across your feed, go ahead and drop your boy a like. Give me a comment. And subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. I want to reach more people in more countries. Once again, shout out to over there to Australia and to Germany and the UK. I want to reach out to people across the world. I would love to have this podcast translated into different languages. I would love to be able to see, the things that are happening for others. Why not for me? I believe in me. And I believe in you. I believe in you guys, and oh my goodness, I really appreciate each and every last one of you. Keep doing what you're doing, and keep holding it down right here on Word to the Wise podcast. You can just tune in, and we can just have a conversation, can't we? And continue to make these very, very beautiful connections. Yes, like kindred spirits. I feel like we go way back like fat crayons and Hot Wheel tracks, back like droopy diapers and Similac. And if you are able to make it to New Year's Day on top of the dirt, then hats off to you. You did it. Just keep rising to the top. Keep waking up every morning. Yeah, it's rough out there, and keep your head on a swivel because it's a jungle. It's a jungle out there, you guys. Just keep swinging like Tarzan. All right? And I'm here, and I'll see you guys around.
I hope you like the podcast, and you really like the podcast.
Come on, be serious.
And you will like my podcast. Like and subscribe.